Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech and this is the unboxing of InFocus Vision 3. So guys, this is the box. On the front we have just the name along with a quick preview of how the phone looks. On the back we have some highlighting features like the 18:9 aspect ratio, 82% screen to body ratio, dual camera setup and a 4000 mAh battery. Below that we have some more specs, IMEI number, and this phone is made in China. So guys, now let's start with the unboxing. Inside the box, first we have the phone. Let me just keep that aside. Next we have some documentation, warranty card. Next we have the micro USB charging cable, a SIM card ejector pin, and finally a power adapter. This power adapter has a maximum output of 7.5 watts, so it should take around 3 to 4 hours to charge the phone completely. Now that's the end of the contents and there are no earphones included in the box. So guys, now let's come back to the phone. On the front, once again we have a sticker highlighting the best features of the phone like the display, dual cameras. Even on the back we have some more information like IMEI number, how to use the SIM card tray and buttons information. Let me just peel this off. So guys, this is how the phone looks. While I set up the phone, let's have a quick physical overview and then check out the specs. On the front, this phone has a 5.7-inch IPS display with HD+ resolution in 18:9 aspect ratio. Above the display we have an 8-megapixel camera, ambient and proximity sensor, earpiece and a notification LED light. Below the display it's completely plain and the display is covered by 2.5D curved glass. We don't know if it is a Corning Gorilla Glass or not. On the back, it has a completely sealed plastic panel with a gold matte finish that resembles a metal build. At the top and bottom we even have fake antenna bands. Starting at the top, we have a dual camera setup with a 13-megapixel primary camera with f2.0 aperture and a 5-megapixel wide-angle camera with f2.2 aperture. Following that is a single LED flash. Below the camera module we have the fingerprint scanner, followed by the InFocus branding and the speaker grill. On the right side we have the power button along with the SIM card tray, and on the left side we have the volume rocker. At the top we have just the audio jack, and at the bottom we have a hole for microphone and a micro USB charging port. And there are two small bumps at the bottom near the speaker to slightly elevate it when you put the phone on a flat surface. So guys, that was the physical overview. Now let's check out the specs. InFocus is currently selling this phone in India online exclusively on Amazon.in at 7,000 rupees. It is powered by a MediaTek MTK6737 quad-core processor with 4 Cortex A53 cores and Mali T720 GPU. It comes with 2GB of RAM and 16GB of internal storage, along with SD card support up to 128GB with a hybrid SIM slot. It is currently running a skinned version of Android called Smart UX based on Android 7.0. It supports dual 4G along with VoLTE, so Jio won't have any problems, and all this is powered by a massive 4000 mAh battery. So guys, those were the specs. Let's quickly look at the about page. So guys, this phone is based on Android 7.0 Nougat and it is currently running the November security patch. So that's a good thing to start with. Now this phone comes with 2GB of RAM, and out of the box you get around 1GB of free RAM, and out of the 16GB of internal storage you get around 9.2GB of free space for your user apps and user data. Now coming to sensors, this phone has only 3 sensors: accelerometer, proximity and ambient. So this phone is missing a compass and gyroscope. Now right out of the box, if you play videos on YouTube, you will get 2 black bars on the sides. But once you update the YouTube application and do a pin gesture, the video will go full screen. So that's a new feature on YouTube for phones with 18:9 aspect ratio. This is the home screen, and like other Chinese phones, this phone doesn't come with an app drawer. And surprisingly, all the apps are not thrown to the home screen. So guys, this is the camera interface of InFocus Vision 3. We have the video on the left side, beauty mode on the right side, panorama, and a professional mode or manual mode. We have some toggles at the top. If you click this toggle, it will switch between the primary camera and the wide angle camera. By the way guys, this is a regular camera and this is a wide angle camera. So you can switch between them using this particular toggle. Next we have this toggle for the portrait mode. We can even change the blur effect from here, which sounds cool, and we have to see how it actually works. Next we have the settings option. From here we can go to settings. Next we have this button over here for front facing camera. Once again we have this portrait mode over here and it seems to be working really well. Once again we can change or edit the blur mode, bokeh effect, So guys, that was the camera interface. By the way, we can record video in 1080p. Just go to settings and from here we can change the video resolution. So we can record video in full HD from front and rear cameras. So guys, coming to my initial impressions, fingerprint scanner is fast. It is fast at reading the fingerprint, but it takes like a second or so to unlock the phone, which is kind of disappointing. Display is good, bezels are small. If you get the black variant, bezels will be invisible, so it will look even more better. Viewing angles are decent and sunlight legibility is good. Buttons on this phone are really good. They have a nice tactile feel to them. Haptic feedback is okay. It's not the best, but it's manageable. And the speaker is decently loud. This is how it sounds with the display on the front. And this is how it sounds when the phone is flipped. Now coming to the pros and highlights of this phone. This is currently the cheapest phone that offers a massive 5.7-inch display with 18:9 aspect ratio. So even though we get a bigger display, it has a smaller form factor. Next we have a dual camera setup on the back with a wide angle camera. And once again, that is something really rare to see at this price point. It has portrait mode for the front and rear cameras, and it has a wide angle front facing camera, which is again something we rarely see at this price point. Finally, it comes with a fingerprint scanner along with a massive 4000 mAh battery. So guys, now those were the pros. Now let's look at the cons. This phone has only 3 sensors: proximity, ambient and accelerometer. At least the compass would have been great. Next, this phone comes with a hybrid SIM slot. So if you want to use 2 SIMs and SD card, we can't do that. And the internal storage that you get on this phone is around 9 GB, and that won't be sufficient to a lot of people. So if you want extra storage along with dual SIM option, it's better to consider phones like Redmi 5A or Redmi Y1 Lite. Now final con with this phone is the low performance. It is not very low, but you can't expect to play high-end games very smoothly on this phone. So guys, those were the pros and cons. Now at a price tag of 7,000 rupees, this is definitely the most feature-rich phone that you can buy in India as of now. I think that's going to stay that way for a very long time. So guys, what do you think about this phone? At 7,000 rupees, will you buy this phone or go for the Redmi 5A, Redmi Y1 Lite or some other phone? Do let me know by commenting below this video, and if you are planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description. It really helps the channel. If you want us to make any specific video, tweet out to us with the hashtag AskGreedyTech and I'll try to make it as soon as possible. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to see more cool videos on tech. I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.